You little bitch.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, man!
Aw, Puddin'.
I'm the king! Chris, throw me my crown! I'm the king!
You got straight up punked.
Just start the show! Who's the man?
We're not done. We're not done laughing at your expense. Okay, now we're done. All right, welcome to SCNS Super Cool Nerd Show. And as you all know, we are live. That's why we dropped the live in the name. We are a Super Cool Nerd Show, and we're obviously live.
I think you're over-explaining this.
No, I don't think I am explaining it enough. But I am Matt. This guy over here once was BC, but now he's lost all of his pride. So
Now he's just C.
Yeah. Wait. What? There you go, buddy.
It wasn't funny, man.
It was
wasn't
hilarious.
That was a damn dirty lie.
Look, it's been a bad enough day. All right.
I went to great lengths to do that. Can I get some appreciation?
Lost my wallet.
We are about to.
I done lost my wallet, and now I done lost 3 more years of my life thanks to this damn fool.
But you know what? You don't have hiccups anymore.
Ever again is the word you're looking for.
To my right, the man of the hour, our special guest, Mr. Devin Pike.
Oh, hey.
I'm always here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I never watched the show. I don't know. That's a damn lie, too.
Get out!
It's true, I do. I watch it all the time. You guys know I watch it all the time. And, oh, by the way, great shirt, BC. Love that shirt. That is awesome.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wore it just for you, bro.
You had to.
So good. So good.
Well, welcome. You're going to be talking to us later about Marvelous New Year's Eve.
What?
That's, January 1st, 2017.
No, Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve.
Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve.
It's in the name of your show, too.
I don't know if it is.
I think it kind of is.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in there.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then right over there, we've got the mastermind of it all.
I'm the king. I am the king tonight. I would just like to say the BC was a good sport about that, and the look on my face was probably what scared him. I'm sorry. I found a new way to terrify you when you come here now.
It's not fun.
Hold on.
It's not
I
fun.
believe right here. Right here. Yes, no.
He has to blow it
Oh,
up.
he's got to blow it. Use those lungs. We know what you can do with them. Blowing it up in the back.
What does that even
producer
mean?
Robin Tropy. He knows. He knows exactly what that means. And running the board is Professor Chris K.
Evening, everyone.
The real DJ himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
Daddy said I like them
And
fighters.
don't worry, if you missed that opening video, it will be available on the channel, I'm sure. Spread it around.
Yeah.
Put it on the MPX
Look,
page.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That was pretty good. It was pretty damn good. You done got me. You got me real well. And I ain't gonna. Rob was asking. It's like BC or Jason. What would have happened if he would have just clocked you? Jason didn't have to worry about that because if something jumps out, I'm gone. All right, I'm not staying in a fight. If I know who I'm fighting, I'm gonna knock your ass out. If I don't know what's happening, I'm running, son.
So
That's
if they're
how you
making a
survive.
horror movie about you, you're going to be a really boring person because you
I'll
are
be
not
gone.
sticking. Yeah, you're gone.
As soon as something starts up, somebody died. See y'all later. Goodbye. Sayonara. I'm gone.
This is a wonderful house. I love the space. Get out. Too bad we can't
All
stay.
right, we
and
out.
he's gone.
See you later. Goodbye.
I feel
I'm
like
gone.
it's Mythbusters. We confirmed it.
I've always been the person to say I would survive a horror movie because I'm gone.
Yep.
I'm not staying. I'm the person that makes it to the very end because I either make it to the end or I'm the last person killed. Because I'm like, we did it, guys. We survived. Then I might die right then and there. But if not, I'm getting the F out.
Otherwise, you're the person the news crew is talking to at the end going, I told those fools to get out. I told them
Get
all
gone.
to leave. Get gone.
What if it follows you? Like, what if it's like Slender Man?
I will run for the rest of my life. I will.
Poltergeist.
I will.
Oh,
I will
Poltergeist,
continue
yeah.
running.
Yeah.
Sounds like I got another myth to bust.
There you go.
Challenge accepted.
Well, yes.
I'll drink to that.
And also, just for all of you who want to know or wanted this information, the Oh My God will be available on iTunes as a ringtone by the end of the show.
I'm so going to make that your ringtone. Oh, my God. I'll build your iPhone version of it. It'll be
Yeah.
great.
I'm
yeah.
glad. I'm glad we cut it where we did, because man, I started cussing like a mother. And that was over. Captain America would have been mad.
It looked like you were taking a poop on the sidewalk. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
does.
There's the extended cut of the video is extremely entertaining.
He literally shit his pants. That's exactly what he did.
I almost pissed myself laughing.
All right, well, we have a great show for you today. I have gone ahead and I've changed my transgression. I've tried to redeem myself by making all the socials Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve.
Awesome.
Very
Thank you.
sorry. Please forgive me. Don't kill me later.
It wasn't my idea.
I wanted to be like Stan. I did.
Doesn't everybody just want to be like Stan Lee?
Everybody does.
93, getting ready to turn 94.
That's amazing. That is
Yeah.
amazing. So we'll be talking a little bit later about Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve. We're going to break down everything, all the guests, what's going on, when it is, and, maybe something special later on, too.
I might have a couple of tickets for the show that we might have to give away to somebody who's watching live tonight. Not on the stream, not on the replay. You got to be watching live.
Excellent. So, stay tuned. That will come later on in the show, but...
Before we jump into the news, I didn't put this in the news, and we're not talking about it later. I have to ask you guys: did y'all see Arrow this week?
Absolutely.
I'm actually about halfway through it. It's on my computer right now.
Bruh, all I gotta say is bruh, Cody Rhodes.
All I got to say is bruh, stop saying bruh.
I love that Stardust was the name of the drug.
Yeah,
Gotta love that.
That's pretty dope.
All right, let's hit it. Hit that music. Super cool nerd news.
Super Cool Nerd News is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. And my computer has frozen, so that's awesome. Anyway, I do know that our first story is awesome, guys. Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone, I sat in line for 13 hours to try and get into Hall H. And unfortunately, I was unable to get in there and see some footage. But luckily now, I have finally been given a shot to see the brand new footage. James Gunn brings us his unique vision once again on May 5th, 2017. And back for the ride is once again Chris Pratt, Bautista, Bradley Cooper, Zoe Saldana, Vin Diesel, Michael Rooker. And joining them this time is Star-Lord's father, Kurt Russell. That's right. The first look is great. It's about a minute and a half. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. Moving on to some Star Wars news. That's right. Rogue One character posters have finally dropped, or not finally dropped, but we got some new ones, and they're new close-ups of Jyn Erso, Captain Casan Andor, director Orson Krennic, Devin, what was his name again?
Magic Stick Guy.
Magic Stick Guy, that's right. K2SO, Bodhi Rook, Baze Malbus, and Saw Gerrera. Awesome pictures, all showing the Death Star plans on their faces. These are some really cool posters, guys. Rogue One is directed by Gareth Edwards and stars Felicity Jones, Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Donnie Yen, Alan Tudyk, Riz Ahmed, and Forrest Whitaker, and will kick off the Star Wars Expanded Universe on December 16th. The Deadpool Domino shortlist. That's right, we are getting Domino, and if you don't know who Domino is, there's an awesome video now up on the SCNS channel that Jason explains you just who she is. She is a mutant merc with great luck. That means bad luck for you. However, the list contains Sylvia Hooks, Lizzie Kaplan, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Sienna Miller, Sophia Botella, Stephanie Sigmund, Ruby Rose, who I love so much. How you doing, baby? Mackenzie Davis, Kelly Rohrbach, and Eve Houston. All great actresses. I really look forward to seeing who gets this role. Next up, we have finally got our first look at the Logan trailer. And man, was it out of this world. It is epic. It has a post-apocalyptic feel to it. And I'm not going to lie to you, this was not at all what I was expecting from an X-Men movie. But man, it looks intense and it looks like a character piece. And Johnny Cash's Hurt cover was perfect for this film. Now, the video game movie genre has sucked. That's a true statement, with the exception of 1995's Mortal Kombat.
So bold. So bold.
But if our newest Assassin's Creed trailer is to be taken at face value, we will be turning that around. With just a couple months to go before it hits theaters, the trailer is filled to the brim with action, stunts, and people looking like badasses. Assassin's Creed follows the revolutionary technology that unlocks genetic memories of Callum Lynch, played by Michael Fassbender, the experiences and adventures of his ancestors Aguilar in the 15th century Spain. Callum discovers that he is a descendant of a mysterious secret society, the Assassins, and amasses incredible knowledge and skills to take on the oppressive and powerful Templar organization in present day. Assassin's Creed hits theaters on December 21st, 2016. In other video game movie news, Red Dead Redemption 2. This movie looks awesome. It's beautifully shot. I find it weird that a sequel to a video game is going to be a movie, but you know, it's
a video game.
It's
a sequel. It's not a movie. It was never a movie.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that trailer I watched was a video? That's a video game?
Video game. Yeah.
That was so beautiful. That is insane that that's a game. I thought I watched that. I was like, it's got to be a movie. Holy crap. That is so dope. I love the first game. That just throws me off, man. Well, anyway, sticking with video games, Nintendo Switch. Holy shit. Language. Did you see that? That thing was so cool. Everything you can do. You can take it out and there's the controller. You can play it anywhere you want to go. Holy crap. That thing is amazing. Oh, God. And that's your super cool nerd news. Powered by Cinelinx.
Okay, look, I mean, what else can you actually say about the Nintendo Switch?
Bruh. So dope.
I'm sold.
We'll get into that in just a minute, but there's a lot of other huge news that we got to talk about. I mean, lots of trailers that came out this week, a lot of big reveals.
Which is weird because, I mean, usually you get that with the Thanksgiving films. At least you'd think that would be the case, or, in front of Doc Strange. I figured that was when we were going to see the Logan trailer. And instead, we get it, a month early? Are they just trying to keep the leaks from going out?
I think it's more along the lines of the way trailers are released now. It's no longer like you go to a movie and you see it. The fact that we have YouTube, they kind of get it out a little earlier and then let the random or the audience that's not tuned in like we are get to see it in the theaters.
But specifically with Logan. Yeah. Wouldn't you have loved to have seen that for the very first time on a 40-foot screen?
Oh, sure.
It's shot so well. James Mangold I was floored at what I saw this morning. I mean, it just dropped this morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And that was a hell of a thing to wake up to.
Although the international trailer, that one scene added in the international trailer was probably the better one.
Yeah, that it really, and I didn't even notice there were two different trailers. I guess I saw the international. That's the only one I saw.
Oh, okay.
And then I found out that there was another one without the claws going through his head.
The very tame one, yes. But hey, how do we feel about the Fred Sanford lookalike that Hugh Jackman's trying to pull off?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You big dummy.
I was surprised that Matt made a Sanford and Son reference.
Thank you.
I think higher of you.
Yes. Very nice. But I'm glad that he's not as pretty as he's always been.
Yeah.
Yes.
They obviously Patrick Stewart. We saw a photo of him on Mangold's Instagram feed about a month ago, and looking incredibly aged and on death's door. Then you see the reveal of Logan yesterday in anticipation of the trailer, and I love the fact that they're actually making this an extremely big departure from every other superhero movie you've seen. We also saw there was a page of the script that Mangold posted about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Brutal.
And since we've already proven that language is not a barrier in Super Cool Nerd Show, I can go ahead and say this, that it's not a CG fuckfest. And those are James Mangold's words.
Yeah.
Language. I'll put 5 in the swear jar, Luke Cage. I love that. I sincerely love that. And if it's time for the superhero movie genre to grow up, it's about damn time.
Well, and it also looks like what they're doing with this is this movie is a passing of the torch movie, because the Hugh Jackman is the last time he's going to be Wolverine, and so they're introducing X-23. We're pretty sure that you've got Patrick Stewart's going to die in the movie because that's obvious what's going to happen. But
Yes,
this is
the red
going to
band
be
was awesome.
This
Yeah.
is going to be X-23's, arrival.
Do we trust that?
Here's
I mean, no, that's where the character's supposed to go, but
look,
do we
it
trust
could be,
that?
This could be, Sally Who Cares little kid. It could just be someone created for the movie and they could miss a great opportunity. I don't think they're doing it. I think this is going to be X-23. I'm worried about it because I don't know who this girl is.
Well, that's going to happen on Didja Know. It's going to be
No.
another shown off in
I know
Didja
who
Know.
the character is.
Oh,
already
okay.
planning
I
the
don't
next
know
one,
who
huh?
this
Yes.
actress is. I don't think I've seen. I don't even know what her name is in the movie right now. So,
pretty sure we can figure that out.
how
Yeah.
are we gonna? But my question is, if we don't know who she is, do we know that she can carry a franchise on her own?
Well, we thought the same thing about Chloe Moretz when they cast her in Kick-Ass,
True.
and she's
But-
built a great career off of that.
Yeah, but the problem is look at what Hugh Jackman has done as Wolverine. He 15 years now, 16 years,
16 years
as
and
the
doesn't
longest,
look any older.
No.
the longest running superhero.
He's
to
cracking
date.
open babies and drinking their spinal fluid.
Yeah.
The
Now-
man is.
So here's my
God.
question:
Yeah,
if you're
true.
going to
Don't hate.
Hey.
pass that on
I want some of it.
and start moving toward with X-23, are you going to be able to carry on a legacy like that?
My wayward son.
I don't know how they're. I don't know how she's going to carry it on because they're in the future. It's not like she's ever going to be an X-Man. So I don't know. I'm not as excited about this. I'm going to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not? What did you
Get
not
out.
like about it?
I'm just not feeling it yet. I don't know why. I'm all about X-Men and Wolverine movies. I just was not feeling it.
What was your opinion of the last Wolverine flick that Mangold did?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I liked it. There was a little more violence in it. Logan is one of my favorite characters, but there was just something about this that did not draw me in. I don't know what it was. And I was
Was it
surprised.
because it was such a departure from every other
No,
Marvel
because
Universe
I have-
film we've
I have
seen?
raved about the Old Man Logan storyline in the comics. So, and this was not it though. Maybe that's what I wanted, and I'm not going to get it. I don't know.
I think we're getting closer to the Old Man Logan than I thought we were, because when those pictures came out and you see him as like a driver and a limo and stuff like that, you're like, well, maybe this isn't. But when you see this, all the mutants are gone. And it looks he's living off by himself. It's a lot more post-apocalyptic than I thought it was going to be.
I'm at wait and see right now.
By the way, the little girl's name is Daphne Keene.
Yeah. And has she been in anything else?
I'm pulling up her IMDb right now. She was in The Refugees.
No.
No.
That's
Commercials.
it.
Okay.
She was in The
All right.
Refugees
She's done
and
some.
Logan.
She's done some
She's a
commercial
kid.
work. You've seen her in a couple of ads, but that's
Oh,
about
apparently The Refugees was a Mexican TV series. So that's probably why you would not have known.
So
Yeah.
what about Guardians?
it. Obviously,
Well, Guardians, and I found this interesting, was that Guardians, that footage that we saw isn't the trailer.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
just
even a
sneak
It's
teaser.
just
No.
a sneak peek.
Yeah.
and
That's
it's
why-
also not what it was or
It's not
wasn't what they
it's-
showed in
no,
Hall
it's
H.
not at all what they showed in Hall H.
Okay.
But and also like when I was watching it, I told Rob this. It was good. It was pretty. It had a funny little line in it. You can tell the CGI's not done yet.
Yeah.
When
Especially with the Gamora scene.
yeah, when Gamora's
Yes.
running, no, CGI's not there yet. But it was something to say, look, I don't have the trailer yet. I know y'all getting pissy. Here you go. So I enjoyed
It's
it.
sated the appetite. I'll give it that. And of course, hitting the I was like, oh, there's the magic again. I'm good. Just
Am
gotta
I
get
the
that
only
hit.
Okay, like you were the only person that wasn't feeling Logan. Am I the only person that is just about ready for Hooked on a Feeling to just kind of fade?
Yes, that's only you.
And
I
now,
love that.
bear in mind, I love Blue Sweet. I'm a '70s music junkie. I was listening to Loggins and Messina on the way in here. You don't know who they are, so I'll tell you. Kenny Loggins had a musical career before Top Gun. So I'm telling you that.
We can say that Rob wanted a different song, but I think we might get another one in the actual trailer.
Well, of
I'm
course.
pretty sure
Well,
we're going to get a new
now-
soundtrack.
Well, yeah,
coming.
Volume
Yeah.
2. I mean, James Gunn. And is there any other director who is better at the social media game than James Gunn?
Man, I don't know of any other one because he's really good at it.
Yeah, and he's already said there's a full Volume 2 soundtrack that he's had
Lord, yes.
pretty much from jump on the script, and it actually the music helps him write the scenes.
I love that.
I interviewed James Gunn when he did Super, and it debuted at South by Southwest. Even back then, you could tell that he was somebody who was thinking on not necessarily a better level, but a different level than the majority of people who are working in film. And he does not fit the Hollywood mold at all. And I love him so much. He's got a free pass for me until he completely screws the pooch. I mean, we have to talk about 5 M. Night Shyamalan flicks in a row for him to actually get rid of my free pass.
Could never happen.
I'm telling
Nobody's
you.
M. Night Shyamalan. Well, I know that the CGI wasn't done, and all we did see were a couple little scenes. Let's talk about the banter, though. Because that banter between Star-Lord and Batista was freaking amazing.
Would you
They
like a hug?
maintained what made us love the movie.
Would you like a hug?
And it shows once again that
No, I didn't ask for this.
that they're using Batista to his strengths.
Mm-hmm.
He even says it himself. He's not the best actor. But
We found that out in Spectre.
Yeah.
Good God.
I loved
He
him
did
in Spectre.
nothing. He did nothing.
And
in
that
Spectre.
I know I thought he was underutilized. When they kill him off,
he
I
was-
was like, really? That's all you're gonna use him?
That's all he had.
Like when he slams the dude's face down, I'm like, oh, he's bad. Oh God, he's bad at it. And then you get one more scene with him, and you're like, oh.
I do wish that there was kind of more with that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it wasn't about them.
Yeah,
and
true.
it was about the whole weird
Yeah,
sibling
anyway.
relationship.
But I love it because look, in the first one he had that line, or he had a couple lines like nothing goes over my head. My reflex is too fast. I would catch it, and you bust out
All through the flick, they used him like that. It was
you have
perfect.
then you have the line where he's like, "This green whore is my friend," and it
Oh,
it
will you
makes
stop?
the movie. It makes the
I
movie,
can quote
and then you
How many times
already,
have you seen this film?
You already get that feel that he's gonna have those again. He goes, you need a girl as pathetic as you.
Yes,
And you're just
love
like,
it.
Yep. Okay.
Love it.
And that's a throwaway scene. You can almost tell that the reason they include that piece in there is
Yeah.
because it's a throwaway scene, and it makes no impact whatsoever on the rest of the flick.
Yeah.
And that's what's genius about the tease.
And that scene probably won't even make the cut for
It
the
may
final
not.
film.
It
but
may
it was
not.
fun for us to watch.
Yes.
And I gotta say, money shot, Baby Groot, right?
Why is Groot not grown up yet?
Well, we
I'm
don't
hoping
know.
they do
we
something
don't
in
know
the
the
comics.
Different fertilizer?
Because merchandise.
That's true. Yeah.
Baby Groot is money.
He's also
Baby Groot
dressed-
He's
Funko
wearing
Pop.
a suit.
He's
wearing a
he's
space
wearing
suit.
he's wearing a
Ravager suit.
Star-Lord.
a Star-Lord jacket.
It looks like a kimono.
That's them going, yo man, merchandise. We got to Baby Groot the crap out of this.
Oh, okay, so hang on a second. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is being released by Marvel Studios,
Yes.
who is owned by... And what is Disney known for?
Merchandise.
Taking my money.
Merch and Roger Rabbit. Merchandising. Guardians of the Galaxy, the flamethrower. That kid's will love it.
All right, let's get to the biggest story, though. This is the biggest one. Nintendo Switch,
jeez.
formerly codenamed Nintendo NX. It's going to be the first mobile system that we've ever had.
Dude. Okay. For
Legit
me,
mobile
because
system.
I was,
First
Because
mobile
they had
console
the
system.
PSP crap.
Nintendo DS doesn't mean anything to you people?
Console.
Okay.
Because, look, y'all may not know this, but we have several chats where we use for Cinelinks and Super Cool Nerd Show. And I was working on a video all day, and all I'm hearing about is Logan and then the Nintendo thing, and I'm still working on the video, and I've not seen it. And Matt messaged me, he's like, look at the video on the story I made. And like, okay. In 2 minutes, I'm like, oh, I want this.
Yeah.
I want this. I need this. That is
see, 'cause
so revolutionary.
I was putting together the news stories, right? And I was going to do Guardians last and sing the whole song. You didn't want, and then I was going to have that Nintendo stuff just in the middle because I was like, whatever, it's Nintendo, it'll be okay. And then I saw I was like, let me watch the video so I can go ahead and write what I'm going to say. And I immediately put in the chat, change it. That's the last thing. That's too exciting. Yeah. Oh my god.
This is something, you guys know me, I'm a big gamer, big hardcore into the industry. This is something I've been waiting for like 2-3 years now. You know, and so I even read a 19-page patent because I wanted to know more about what this was going to be. Yes, I did. I read the whole thing front to back so that way I could learn little secrets about what the Nintendo Switch was going to be.
All right, so not every person who's watching this show is a gamer. Not every person who's sitting at this table is a gamer.
Yes.
So as a non-gamer, in one sentence, tell me why this is such a game changer. The person who read the 19-page patent.
It's a game changer because it's a console that you can take with you
everywhere.
It's
no
it's
limit.
Did you watch the video?
I watched the video, but
Okay,
See,
look,
what got me is when they take it out and like, okay, you can take it with you. That's cool. We had a Game Boy back in the day. You
Sure,
can take it.
sure,
You can
yes,
Game Gear.
yes.
We've always been able to take it. When he sets it up and takes the controllers off the side and hands the controller to a buddy and they both start playing, I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah.
that's new.
The
When they put
multiplayer
two
functionality of
back
it
and
all.
back and there's two people playing NBA against each other. What?
okay.
this is-
All
that's
right.
amazing.
This is
right
Nintendo
there.
playing to their
I must
strengths.
not have seen the whole video then.
This is Nintendo playing to their main two strengths.
Yes.
They are good at mobility gaming and they are good at party gaming, and they have combined both of them. So, and if you can link as easy as they were showing with other people's, that right there, this is Nintendo not only carving their own niche, but just making something revolutionary as well.
And bouncing off of what you're talking about them playing to their strengths, I mean, you look at them, they revolutionized the handheld industry.
Everybody has come and gone.
Yeah, they've tried everything that they can. The Vita came, that's gone. You
PSP.
have PSP, that's gone.
Sony's done like 4 or 5 different
Sony's tried
carryables,
very hard to
and
do
they
this.
can't crack the nut.
No, but Nintendo has it. They know how to make it work. And so they've had so many struggles with consoles ever since the N64 died. They moved to GameCube, and I was like, okay, the GameCube's all right. All right, Wii. Oh, that's revolutionary, but it didn't have the sustainability.
Oh, now the Wii
And
U
now
with
the
the
Wii
little
U-
bitty screen.
But now the Wii U had nothing to do with anything.
But you can
This-
see that progression was leading them here.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is because, the Nintendo Switch is the best of everything that they could have.
In theory.
In
In theory,
in-
yes.
in sync.
Again,
Obviously
this is just
something
the
back-
announcement.
And Rob brought up a really good point, and it was something that I actually noticed too in that video. Those buttons look really
Yeah,
and you
know what,
small.
yeah,
but-
really
Well, that was
small.
brought up
Geeky-
from our chat. That was Geeky in the chat that brought it up. So.
Okay.
And look, and I can tell you, look, I'm a big guy. We're big guys. I still play my Nintendo.
Maddie has dainty little
I
fingers.
do have dainty
I still
little
play my
fingers.
NES. And do you remember those control? Those controllers are small.
Yes, they are.
And it's still fine with me. I'm not exactly too worried about it.
Well,
but
I question with how they were showing how the controller is used. I question if somebody does have their own controller, will you be able to use it with the other person's hardware?
I think you could.
I don't see
know.
them not doing something like that.
It might be
'Cause it's
something
an
where you
easy thing.
connect it to
Like- it's
theirs,
like a
and then all of a
Bluetooth
sudden
thing.
it's like, yeah,
I
you
don't
can use
see
that.
Nintendo not seeing that before we did. I mean,
But at the same time, like
Cultural divide.
you say you don't see it,
my culture.
you don't know how the controllers will be adaptable. I don't know how the hell that many people had the frickin' Nintendo Switch, and we still don't have it. And I'm like, why the fuck am I not a male model? Why couldn't I be on that thing and be playing it and being like, yeah,
bro,
this is
Because
amazing.
you would have violated your
I would.
NDA within
Because-
5
That's
minutes.
true. Oh, I'd
Bro,
been
Five
I'd be
minutes.
tackling
hardcore.
Matt.
Hardcore. I would have tweeted it out. I would have done everything. And
This
be
is
like,
fucking awesome. You're fired.
be like, oh, never gonna have a job in this industry again? Cool.
What's up,
I'm
Zach?
out.
What's
Done.
up?
bro,
As
language.
Okay.
As Matt's trying to walk out with an obvious bulge in his pants.
Yeah.
Well, two, because he just got through playing the Switch.
That's true. That's true.
It's like when you're working in the drug manufacturing lab and they make you
Well-
strip down to your bikini or whatever.
Well, guys,
Cavity
I gotta get out of here now.
But that's how strongly I'm excited for this console. Again, 2 years in the making, possibly 3. I can't remember at this point, but it is a revolutionary system because you can take it anywhere. Now, I do think that there's a lot of issues that they need to talk about, like what's the memory like on the tablet.
We need specs.
And then at the same time, like, are there going to be covers? Because the moment I drop that tablet, we are fucked. All right.
Well, remember when the Wii came out, one of the first add-ons they gave you was like the silicone
Yes.
thing for
sleeves,
klutches
right.
like us.
Yeah.
So they've got to be thinking about that out of the box.
But I wonder how it's going to
They'll still make it work.
connect.
Yeah.
Like
They'll still make it
connect the Joy-Cons on there. I don't. Anyway,
I
I
love-
can't
I love
fathom
the-
it, but they may.
When does this street? Or is this a Christmas thing?
March
March?
2017.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you put the ad out now?
It
and
makes
make
sense.
No,
everybody
that's
want
enough
this
time
thing?
for
No,
me.
no, that's perfect because
Well, yeah, because you don't
March?
want to spend that money on Thanksgiving.
here's the reason why it's perfect, because everybody was expecting it to be at E3.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. And the reason why was because they have this March deadline, so they wanted to like make people wait longer and longer. And then you also had the console war between Sony and Microsoft and their 4K battle. So not assuming this isn't 4K, they kind of wanted to steer clear of
Clearly,
that.
they were ready by
Not-
then.
Nintendo has
Not
never
to
gone
mention-
for resolution.
Not-
ever.
Not to
Ever,
mention
ever,
that
ever.
around Thanksgiving, Nintendo's still going to be pushing that the NES rollout thing, with
Sure,
the 60
sure.
games on it.
I mean, yeah.
So
kinda.
they're gonna want to get people hooked on that, and continue to hype the train of the Nintendo Switch.
Sure.
For March.
And I think that releasing it now is the perfect time for people to be like, okay, I'm gonna start saving money, or okay, I'm getting ready to pre-order this, or just
And-
so that way they can release it.
They're taking
and now,
a page out of Apple's book is
Yes,
what they're doing.
Yes, they are,
And
because
that's
now
smart.
because you look
Okay.
at it and you're like, okay, this is what this is, and now you know that there's going to be another one in a couple of months that says, okay, here are the special ones you can get too. So
Dicks.
I mean, it's just perfect marketing.
Yeah.
With this, 4 words: The Legend of Zelda.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Which we saw a gameplay trailer of today.
Yeah.
And
I'll
that
be able
looks
to take,
hot.
and
It
I'll
looks
be able to
amazing.
take that anywhere.
I played
Okay.
that at E3 2016, and there's a reason why it won Best Game of E3.
This has
it was
revolutionized
incredible.
bathroom breaks for gaming.
I mean, the fact that I will
don't
never
have to pull the
stop
TV
playing this
anymore.
game is amazing to
God.
me. My wife and I are going to be laying in bed, and she's going to be like, "Why the fuck is the light still on?" Oh, you're still playing Legend of Zelda. I'll be
What?
like, "What? What's the problem?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, gotta poop.
I don't. Here's like.
So glad I'm not a gamer.
Nintendo is clearly trying to ruin people's careers, their jobs, and everything.
Marriages.
Because
Oh, Lord.
marriages, because their productivity is going to be down to absolute zero. Absolute zero. And it's,
It was bad enough when Pokemon Go hit. And
Yes.
now it's just off the scale.
I am curious, though, as far as people who have kids, because pieces of that Nintendo Switch are going to be missing.
This
they're
is
not gonna
not for
touch it.
kids.
I mean-
this is not for kids.
That's Daddy's toy.
Yeah,
Play with your DS.
exactly. It's a tiered system.
Hey, they have 2 3DSs. Anyway, it's mine.
All right, so are we showing the video, Rob?
We are showing the
Are we
video.
showing? Okay, we're gonna show the video. We're gonna take a break for a moment. And Jason recently, as of today, decided that since Deadpool 2 was casting Domino, it was his responsibility to introduce you to Domino. Take it away.
It was recently announced there's a shortlist for actresses to play the mutant Domino in the upcoming Deadpool sequel, with the choice between Mackenzie Davis, Ruby Rose, Kelly Rohrbach, Sylvia Hoeks, Lizzie Kaplan, Mary Elizabeth Weinstead, Sienna Miller, Sophia Boutella, Stephanie Sigmund, and Eve Hewson. But what do you really know about the character Domino? Welcome to Didja Know. Nina Thurman, known as Domino, is a mutant with extreme luck. Born from a precognitive mutant named Beatrice, Domino was genetically engineered in a U.S. government project called Armageddon. After being rescued by her biological mother, she was raised by a cult that worshipped her. And after her powers manifested, Domino began a career as a mercenary, backed up by those same abilities. And what are they? Well, she can affect the probability of events that happen around her, which means she appears to have extremely good luck, and her unfortunate opponents, well, they have some bad luck. How does this happen? It's actually a form of telekinesis, and so long as the event or person is within her line of sight, it can be affected. Gun misfire? That was her. Suddenly sprayed by a skunk? Yeah, she did that. It also affects her by instinctively telling her body which way to move to avoid anything that will be a potential danger, almost like Spider-Man's Spidey sense. Through her mercenary training, Domino is well versed in ballistic and edged weaponry and is a crack sniper. Domino was created by Fabian Nicieza and Rob Liefeld in 1992. Now, some confuse her first appearance happening in New Mutants number 98, but this was actually mutant shapeshifter Vanessa Carlyle, better known as Copycat, who was infiltrating the team to kill Cable. The real Domino was a prisoner of Cable's evil son, Tyler. After being freed, she joined Cable alongside X-Force. Domino has made many appearances with the X-Men, X-Force, and even her own limited series. Also appearing in the X-Men animated series and having a very prominent role in Wolverine and the X-Men. She's also appeared in the Deadpool game as a non-playable character and has had 2 action figures in her time. Her chalk white skin is a direct result of her mutant powers, but the spot around her eye is actually a tattoo placed on her from Project Armageddon. Sassy, smart, and very, very deadly, Domino is a force to be reckoned with without a doubt. I feel that she's been underused as a comic book character, but recently we've seen her taking a more prominent role on teams, and I honestly like seeing her there. If there's anything I missed, go ahead and drop a comment in the comments section. Like this video. Of course, go over to cinelinks.com. Give us a subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date on all of our content on SCNS Live.
Hey!
What?
We're
So
back.
that was Didja Know.
And I did.
You did know that.
I did not.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
And
Yeah.
knowing is half
Yeah.
the battle.
G.I. Joe.
No, it was about Domino.
No, that was a great
that's
thing
true.
we're going to
Yeah,
be doing.
you're right, my
If
bad.
you guys have any suggestions for things for Did You Know, let us know.
Ha! You get
I
that?
like what I did there?
Yeah, that's nice.
No, you
Yeah, no,
I was
so
glad
that's
to be sitting here for that. That was actually really good.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
a new video series that we will be doing as much as possible, so that way anytime that there is a new cast or new like character coming that you don't understand who they are in movies or TV or anything, we will be bringing you that information.
X23 is going to be a really good Did You Know? Because
Yeah.
there's some really good bits on that.
Oh, me
It's
and
gonna be
Laura
good.
Kinney, we going round for round. Let's do
Love
it.
Laura Kinney. All right, so without further ado, let's get to the main event tonight.
Oh, I get to fight BC again?
You do get to fight BC.
bro!
BC.
Yes!
Weighing in at 230 pounds, Devin
Oh,
Pike.
God, I haven't weighed 230 in a decade.
No, you are. You're like
Yeah.
it's muscle.
I'm fat.
It's muscle.
Shut up.
Muscle. You're gorgeous.
Speaking
You're a firework.
Speaking of Did You Know? Speaking of Did You Know, Geeky wants you to do one on the Guardians.
Ooh.
Or the history of the Guardians.
You might as well carve out 3 shows and do them back to back because there's a lot to cover on that.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have to be
Which
a part
version of
series.
the?
That's
Which
a big one.
Guardians that I know with Charlie 27, Nikki.
Yeah, the original Guardians.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Geek, I can hook you up, man.
All right. Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve,
Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve.
December 29th through January 1st.
Correct, at the Sheraton Dallas. So any photo you see of the Dallas skyline, you will see a massive hotel, 37 stories. That's the Sheraton. And it's all ours.
Wow.
It is 4 days of some of the most wonderful programming I've ever had the opportunity to work with because they gave me my own con.
As he laughs maniacally.
Oh, no. This... okay, so...
He's mad with power.
when we were talking about doing a show in Dallas, and I'm working with the folks from Geek Expos. They run shows in Oklahoma City. Next year there will be shows in St. Louis, other cities as well. Dallas was an interesting thing because you've already got a lot of really great established cons here in town. What do we do to distinguish this from other shows? Well, New Year's Eve would be fun. There's another con elsewhere, but it's a smaller base hotel con. And we started talking with Stan Lee's people at a show that all of us were at. And Stan's people said, Stan really does like to party. He wants to actually get in and mix it up, but he never gets a chance to. So what happens is Stan's 94th birthday is December 28th,
Oh, wow.
the day before. So we're not only bringing in 2017, we're also celebrating Stan's 94th birthday.
How cool is that?
It's insane.
I got you covered, Mr. Lee.
And Excelsior. So
Would you say that Stan Lee likes to get crunk? He likes to get sideways?
I think Stan Lee might have been the
Excuse-
person who invented the term crunk and gave it to Lil Wayne.
Lil
or
Lil
Lil
John.
Jon.
Lil John.
Little John.
I can believe that.
I know they're not interchangeable, but they're both Lil.
I'm just saying, don't give Lil Wayne credit for Lil John. Come on now, that's crunk music.
Look, Bow Wow got rid of the Lil. These guys kept it. So we basically built the show around Stan, and we've got an amazing amount of celebrity guests. If you look on the screen, you'll see the great Michael Rooker, who we were talking about in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2,
Yondu.
Sean Gunn, the voice cast of the Animaniacs. Now, this was
Where did you find them?
this was actually the first thing that I went after because I am a massive Animaniacs fan and I'm a voice actor dork. I love
Rob
Paulson, Jess Harnell, Tress McNeil, the Warner Brothers and the Warner sister. And
Dude.
we've also got Maurice LaMarche because Rob Paulson was also Pinky, so we have Pinky in the Brain.
We've got Calculon.
Yes, we have Calculon. Yes. If you look at their credentials, it's not just Animaniacs and Pinky in the Brain.
Dude.
They've done so much voice work over the last 2.5 decades, and they're all amazing.
When they put Animaniacs on Netflix, I was out of commission for like 2 weeks, dude. I was like, no, I'm not going. I ain't doing nothing.
God,
I'm just watching this.
That was my childhood, man.
The reason that I knew that it was going to work was I had a birthday party at the Alamo a couple of years ago, and I put one of the Animaniacs episodes in the show reel, and the credit sequence comes up, and the entire theater, 200 people, and they're all singing the theme song.
Yes.
That's how I knew that this absolutely had to be something that we did.
And I know that a lot of people are Animaniacs, but Rob Paulson has done. I mean, he's currently Donatello on the incarnation of Ninja Turtles right now. He was Raphael back in the day. He also voiced one of my cartoons I really love, The Mask.
Yes.
And sang
yes.
the opening theme song. Which, if I can get Rob to sing just like a little bit of that theme song, I'll die. You will see a man face.
I'm not saying what we're actually doing.
Rob Paulson. Somebody with talent.
I'm not saying what we're actually doing with them.
And then I like.
I'm moving on.
Thank you.
But we are going to do a voice recast with those 4 actors.
Wow.
On stage during one of the panels. So also, Claudia Christian from Babylon 5 was going to be at Geekonomicon in Oklahoma City. Broke her foot. Her doctor would not let her fly. So I'm actually on the phone with her in the aftermath of Geekonomicon, and she says, do you have any spots open for Dallas for New Year's Eve? Because I would really love to go. And I said, whatever you want. So Claudia will be there all 4 days.
How cool.
Rekha Sharma and Luciana Caro, both from Battlestar Galactica, will be there.
Yeah.
We're actually this is the last days that we can celebrate Star Trek's 50th anniversary.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's true.
we've got cast members from the various incarnations. We have the amazing Nichelle Nichols, who will be there. David Gerald, who was the writer of the episode The Trouble with Tribbles. Ethan Phillips and Robert Picardo from Star Trek Voyager, and Glenn Morshower, who was not only in Transformers as General Morshower. Ridiculous.
Work for you, sir.
He was in Generations and a recurring extra on Star Trek The Next Generation. So all of those, it bridges decades with all of them. And then, I'm a Clerks nut.
Yeah.
I've never heard this.
I know this comes as a shock to you. I'm glad you're sitting down.
I'm actually surprised you're here. Today was supposed to be your day off.
He's not supposed to be here
he's not
today.
supposed to be here today.
Brian O'Halloran, Dante, Marilyn Gigliotti, Jason Mewes, and Scott Schiaffo. If you don't know who Scott is, he was the Chuli's gum salesman who incites the cigarette-throwing riot. Cancer merchant! Cancer merchant! So, Scott will be there. And if you want to continue the Kevin Smith connection, Michael Rooker, who was in Mallrats.
That's true.
2 degrees of separation.
And that panel is going to be phenomenal. And also, to continue the Red Bank invasion, Ming Chen and Brian Johnson from Comic Book Men will also be there.
That's dope.
So it's a Red Bank invasion. It's going to be fantastic. So that's just some of the guests that we have. We have over 36 celebrity guests, and topping it all off, Stan the Manly celebrating his 94th birthday.
No, okay. No,
Will I finally get my life's dream done? Will I finally? Okay, sorry.
We're still
Two girls at one time?
No, not that one.
Okay.
Girls in one cup?
Talking to Stan.
Oh.
We're still. I know we're still 2.5 months out, but do you have any of the panels scheduled, like other panels and whatnot scheduled yet?
Well, we don't. We're actually working on that this week, and next week is when we're actually going to try to put the rudimentary panel schedule together. The schedule itself is out there, the hours that the show is open, because not only do we have all the celebrity panels, and the vendor room and the artist alley room and all the great Marvel artists like Val Myerick, who was the co-creator of Howard the Duck. He will be there. And there's actually a lot of artists that we're actually trying to get signed this week. So, and that's the one thing I get asked over and over and over again. This is great. These people are great. This is awesome. When are you bringing in more artists and writers? And it's not that we're not trying. It's that I don't announce guests until they're under contract.
Good.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's bad juju.
It is,
so
yeah.
and to anybody who's asking, I apologize. It's my fault because I haven't signed their contract yet. No, it's not really my fault, but I take blame for everything.
You're the man
So
in charge.
we've got the panels, we've got the guests. We also have a 24-hour film race that is going from Thursday through Friday.
Wow.
One of our sponsors, Cosmunity, is a great app that deals with cosplayers and costumers, and they're actually doing their soft launch at Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve. They're sponsoring this film race. So if you are a badge holder for Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve, you can enter the race for free with your crew. If not, it's a $40 entry fee. And we're screening all of the entries on Sunday, January 1st, and handing out the prizes. And it's a $2,500 prize pack for filmmakers. So that's going on. And then every night of the con, Thursday, Friday, and obviously Saturday, New Year's Eve, there's a party each night. On Thursday night, it's live band karaoke with Time Machine, who you've seen all around the Southwest as just a phenomenal act. Friday, the birthday roast of Stan Lee.
What?
So
Who's the panel for that?
everybody. Everybody has said, if you're doing a roast of Stan Lee, we want in.
Excellent.
So that panel is going to be phenomenal. DJ Bentendo will be running around handling all of the community panels, because if you have,
Nobody likes that guy.
yeah, I know. I hate him, but I had to give him something. If you
Charity.
Here's the thing: if you actually have a panel that you want to throw on at Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve, go to marvelousnye.com and submit it, because we want your content. It's not just standing around and waiting in lines and throwing down money and getting an autograph and getting in another line. It's all about the fan experience. We have the community panel rooms that we want to be filled with your content. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to have to suggest
Please.
that Geeky Hoodie, who wants something at this event, he wants an SCNS dance-off. So go ahead and suggest that one in the suggestion.
Don't.
Yeah, you can suggest that.
Suggest that.
That's
You don't want that. You
That's
really
a
don't.
great suggestion, Geeky Hoodie. I'm
you
so
don't.
glad about that.
I will serve you bitches.
But then we also have
No, you won't.
we also have Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve University, which is
Is it like Trump?
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not a
Because
scam.
you'll actually get your money's worth because it's free with admission. And we have a track for writers that's led by David Gerald, who I mentioned, a multiple Hugo and Nebula Award winner, Rhonda U. Daly, and 3 other authors. Gabrielle Faust will be there. So they're teaching you how to get past your inhibitions, get past your plot points, work through writer's block, get published, do self-publishing, what to avoid, what to do. That's the writer's track. We have an effects track with Heather Henry leading that up. So if you want to be an effects artist or learn how to, like, let's say you're a filmmaker. Let's say you're just starting out in films. You want to do horror films. You want the people who are actually on Face Off doing these things and making these amazing on-screen effects. We have an effects track that Heather Henry and other effects artists are going to be leading.
I wish we had a camera on Rob when you said that, because he just perked up. Horror movie, I want to make one.
Yeah.
Well, no, this guest list is just.
That's
And
incredible.
then there's
not
another
done.
track for Marvelous NYEU for filmmakers that's being led by Robert Meyer Burnett, one of our
No way.
panelists. Yeah.
Dude,
Robert Meyer Burnett is the co-director of Free Enterprise. He is behind Star Trek Axanar. You might have heard about that. I think that might have been on Super Cool Nerd News.
And he's on the podcast Heroes that I listen to.
Yes, he
love
is.
that show, man.
Yeah. Robert signed on a couple of weeks ago, and he said, whatever you guys want. And I said, we're doing this thing for university. He said, whatever you want to do for that, I'm happy to do it.
Wow.
And Robert's actually also helping to judge the film fest, the 24-hour film race things as well.
Wow.
So that's Marvelous NYE University. That's all going on along with everything
Goodness.
else.
There's a reason why you need 4 days just to do
You really
this.
do. And between all the parties and, did I mention that there are 4 different parties on New Year's Eve?
No.
Yeah.
Please.
So
tell us more.
we
My
have.
body is not written.
I'm going on over all this. If any of this appeals to you, go to marvelousnye.com and you can actually see a lot of the things that are being fleshed out for this, and just go ahead and get your tickets.
And there will be a link down in the description if you're not watching this live or later on.
Right.
Check out everything that's, because I'm floored by everything that's going on.
We've been working on this for months, and
Yes.
we're still not done. We're still,
There's still more to.
There's still more to plan.
Now you've been to, obviously you're well versed in cons around DFW, and you're a legend, in the fact that you used to
got the
do like
cred.
cosplay competitions and all kinds of other things as well with DJ Nintendo. So how
Why'd you have to
has-
remind me of that?
How has how's that experience translated over into your own con?
It's really been the driving force behind it, because you see things like, okay, that was awesome. That gets the people really, really hyped. People hate this. You try to avoid that as much as possible. And there's some things you can't avoid. The planning of it has been, we try to keep it as fan-centric as possible. And by that, I mean, we don't want you to feel like you are wasting your time and your energy and your money. And I will say this right now, our ticket prices are on the higher side. It's absolutely true. And it's a hotel con. But the reason why they're so high is because we want to have so much in it. We've got the people, we've got the programming. It's not just our programming, like I said. It's the attendees' programming as well. And we've got a great slate of programs that have already been turned in, and we've got room for more. We slated 3 rooms. Right now we have a room and a half worth. We want more. We absolutely want more. We will have, Podcast Alley. That's another thing. Through the entire show, we have online media set in a podcast row.
Sweet.
On top of that, and this is where Super Cool Nerd Show comes in, on Thursday, we're doing the same thing that you see at the Super Bowl or at the All-Star Game with Media Row,
excellent.
where we're inviting every single press outlet to be there as everything else is getting set up and all the guests are getting there.
Yeah.
So you're there, you're at your tables, you're either recording or going live.
Uh-huh.
And people or the celeb guests are being brought over to each table.
That's amazing.
In junket style.
That's amazing.
No guarantees on who is actually going to be there as a part of it, but trust me when I tell you, as somebody who's done this before, I understand that online media does the most coverage of these events and gets the shortest shrift.
That's true.
I've been there. I've seen it. So I want to extend this invitation to Super Cool Nerd Show to be a part of
absolutely.
our media
Well,
row.
we have found out that the internet at Sheridan is really fast for what we do.
Hold on.
So
Guys, we can't agree to it yet. We haven't had a team meeting yet.
you shut
We're doing it.
Yo, damn mouth.
I just
This
wanted
is
us
not a
all. I
democracy.
wanted us all to agree at the same time.
At this point, it is
So,
a
yes.
dictatorship, and I rule with an iron dick.
We're
Sorry,
doing.
Alan.
We're
Oh
doing.
my!
Language.
No, everything sounds freaking fantastic.
It does.
But I do have one question. Now, we always used to come out and videotape video the cosplay contest.
What do you even call it these days? I don't even.
We call it whatever.
However, cosplay battle royale.
Okay.
However, there was one thing that I really missed, and that was you and DJ Nintendo doing the cosplay contest. Is there any chance we'll see a return of that? I
have
to put you on the
learned-
spot. I know you're going to be busy. I know you're going to be running a damn con. But you know what? When you two were on stage, it was magic. And I know you unlaced the red Converses and everything, but it's a special occasion.
Maybe one for your birthday.
It's not my birthday. My birthday is in July.
Celebrate
I don't give a
Stan,
shit.
Celebrate Stan's birthday.
You
by
know,
getting
even
together and doing
Goldberg
something
came out of
sweet.
retirement for just one more. Just
All I will say.
One more.
All I will say.
We still get a new Trident Award.
All I will say. Don't even get me started on that. Never say never.
Okay. You heard it here first. Exclusive.
I had to put you on the spot. I had to. So
I'm a little curious.
Hello,
I know we're running out of time for the show. And
time is what we say.
I'm curious if anybody in the chat room is interested in a free pair of 4-day general admission passes to Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve.
Well,
You bastards are going to be there.
We're going to be there.
You got to tell us, how do you want them to do it? How do you?
Okay, and I know we're dealing with a little bit of delay, so we'll find out who the winner is. So it's the first person in the chat room watching the show live, and by that I mean the YouTube chat room.
Yes.
And answer the following question. When we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I came up with a merchandising idea for Guardians of the Galaxy 2 that wasn't Baby Groot. What was it?
Ooh. All
You were
right.
sitting right here.
Okay, guys.
Chris knows because he was saying it with me.
Oh, yeah. Chris didn't even know.
If nobody comes up with an answer, then I will have you guys pick somebody in the chat room active at random.
I'm not
Rob
going
is
to lie.
monitoring the YouTube chat, so
Chris got
I'm young. I
super
got it right
excited
here.
whenever
There's
he
only
said
one
he knew.
person in our chat room active right now.
well,
I think he already has a ticket too.
All right, guys. Well, that's an amazing con. We cannot wait.
MarvelousNye.com. Go get your tickets now.
Yes.
It's going to be one of those amazing. Chris, what do you got?
Actually, we got one question from the chat.
Go.
We're talking about parties on New Year's Eve. Are any of them going to be family friendly?
Yes, we do have a family-friendly party specifically that I can't name. I don't know how to name it, but Bardo Bard Studios, based out of Dallas, is actually doing a family-friendly party with green screen karaoke and music videos all throughout the night. And it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun for everybody. And the parties
those
on
kids.
all right, so Thursday and Friday the parties are included with your badge. So if you have a day pass for that specific day or the 4-day general admission, you get in. For New Year's Eve, it is $40 for general admission. That gets you into all 3 general admission parties, and then there's a VIP party and a VIP party pass for $75, and that gets you into all 4 parties. Briefcase Blues is a 10-piece Blues Brothers tribute band. They are on the big stage. Yes.
Bruh.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
love Blues Brothers.
Mike Relm from San Francisco will be on the DJ stage. He will be coming in.
you got Mike Rail?
I've been friends with Mike Relm for about 7 or 8 years.
What the fuck?
I've been
Rob?
trying to bring him in for shindigs for so long. No, that's incorrect. Sorry. So Mike Relm is on the DJ stage along with DJ Capitan Fantastic, and then Bad Karma is rocking out on the VIP stage for the VIP party. And it makes people fall over, it makes panties drop. It's going to be amazing. So those are all the parties. Again, $75 gets you the VIP party pass, where some of the celebrities are going to be hanging out because it's
Excellent.
VIP. That's how it works. And then general
Red rope.
admission is $40, and that is still $40 for 3 New Year's Eve parties is insane. And it's the biggest New Year's Eve party in Dallas. There is no Big D NYE.
Nope.
There is no big ticket New Year's Eve party. It's happening at the Sheraton Dallas. The 29th of December through January 1st, Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve.
Is there something special going on whenever that countdown starts?
My plan is that we will have a different celebrity guest on each stage counting down to midnight.
That's cool.
So Rooker's on one stage, and Brian O'Halloran is on another stage, and so on and so forth.
Well, I am very happy to be a part of this. I whatever you need us to do. If you need anybody,
I need you to show up and be awesome.
If you need anybody to host,
Need you to show up and be awesome.
I know you got some good volunteers and everything.
That's another thing. If you want to volunteer, also we are taking applications for volunteers at marvelousnye.com.
Great.
I need to go right
So
there.
marvelousnye.com, guys, go get your tickets right now. Is there a social media, anything for it right
Everything is Marvelous NYE.
He is on Twitter.
So,
Go over to Twitter.
okay. Super Cool Nerd Show is going to put out a 24-hour challenge. I wanted it to be live, but apparently no one has the cojones to answer my question. It was Guardians of the Galaxy Flamethrower. That was the answer.
Yep.
See, Chris knows. Chris me and Professor D are on it.
Like 4 from one person, all wrong.
Excellent. Is it
When I
geeky?
said merchandising,
Yeah, it's
you would think.
There you
I
go.
thought you had a ticket, Geeky Hoodie. Good God, man.
He just wants all the tickets.
Plug down the cash, dude, for God's sake.
So I
You know,
guess-
for answering 4 questions wrong, you owe me a ticket.
Oh!
Wow.
All right.
Cheers to you, man.
Well, guys, this has been another amazing episode of SCNS. You guys have to go and buy your tickets right now for Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve. I will say it right.
Take it from Stan Lee. It's hard to say.
Very hard. Excelsior.
Marvelous new nerd years. Damn, you people made this hard to read.
This is why he made Peter Parker.
My Stan impersonation has gotten better as
pretty
we've done
great,
this
yeah.
event.
I mean, that's why he kept going with the same consonant over
Sorry?
and over again.
You have 2 4-day passes.
How are we going to give him away? Because he's already given the question.
We'll figure
we'll
it
come
out.
out with something when it gets a little closer.
Guys,
figure it out.
yeah, we're going to put it
Okay,
on the
you're in
Facebook
Rob's
page.
hands.
We're going to put it on the Twitter page at SCNS Live. That is also where you can follow us on at SCNS Live. You can also follow me at Move the Joystick.
Hey, get at me at RealJackSBC, RealJackAssBC, and every Thursday on my podcast, It Is What It Is.
Marvelous NYE on Twitter, on Facebook, on hashtags. And my name is Devin Pike. You can find me everywhere. I'm a whore.
He is.
You're
That's
going to
true.
have me follow that? Really?
Beautiful whore.
Instagram at Jason the X and Twitter. I've been posting a lot of political stuff.
God, dude. I mean, it was going high. We were doing great.
Less
and
than
then
three.
you just went
Less
down.
than 3 weeks.
That was
We
a
can
steep
finally breathe again,
Yes.
The nightmare will be over.
and a new nightmare will begin.
Guys, check out Cinelinks.com for the recap and all your news, reviews, and editorial needs. Keep it on Cinelinks.com. Also, we have a lot of reviews that are happening coming out right now. I will be doing one for the World of Final Fantasy, which I will tell you right now is basically a Pokemon ripoff. It's what it is. So just want to let you all know that.
If you haven't bought the Cinelinks card game, go ahead and
Yes,
do it,
do
because
that.
you guys have to figure out what your holiday gifts are for everybody, and that is an amazing, amazing gift to
We've
buy.
also seen some pretty amazing movies this week. I got
We
to see
have.
Hacksaw Ridge last night. And it's
Ooh,
honest-
how is it?
It's probably movie of the year for me.
Wow,
And
it looks
this is-
so good.
this is
it looks
a-
so good.
This is amazing because this man hasn't even seen Star Wars Rogue One. He hasn't even seen Doctor Strange, and he's already crowning it.
They never give it to a good movie. But I'm pretty sure they're going to give it. This was a really great movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a review up. I was working on some other things today.
Sure.
I hope you guys like, Did you know?
Yep.
And if you have suggestions, let us know.
That's right. And we watched something that was not nearly as good.
But you can never go back.
But you can never go back because it's Jack Reacher. Never go back.
He never goes
He
back.
never goes back. He tried once. He tried to go back to Washington D.C.
I feel as though
and it
there's gonna
didn't
be a
work out well.
Why didn't
So
they
he
just
can
call
never
the
go
movie
back.
Jack Reacher Round 2?
Oh,
That would have been awesome, but they couldn't do it. And there was one scene at the beginning where we really wish they would have had a flashback, but then we shortly realized
You can't go
you
back.
can't go back. You can never go back.
Oh, God.
All right. So that's it, guys. Check out everything on Cinelinks.com. Go to Marvelous Nerd Year's Eve, and we will catch you next week where we will be live and better than ever on SCNS Live. Keep on nerding.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Excelsior.